Pregnancy after loss is definitely difficult. Having faith over fear, right, of losing yet another child can sometimes be really, really hard, but it is possible. Pregnancy after loss and not having that fear dwell up inside, it's possible. And I want to provide you with some scriptures and verses from the Bible to help you navigate this exciting yet nerve wracking time of your life. Pregnancy is so amazing, and conceiving your rainbow baby is definitely something to be cherished. So let's dive into pregnancy after loss, how to have faith over fear. Hola, it's Avi, aka Octavia Steen, natural fertility doula, health coach, and creator of the faith-based business Mother Mindset. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Fertile Faith Podcast, a podcast that helps women of God who are trying to get pregnant naturally to overcome negative thoughts and balance her hormones so she no longer has to be overwhelmed and consumed by her TTC journey. I'm so glad that you're here, sis. I can't wait to dive into this episode. Today's episode is brought to you by the Fertility Mindset Mentorship. After careful consideration, I'm excited to announce that I've decided to make this invaluable resource available once again to women like you who are ready to create a positive mindset, build unshakable faith, and prepare your body to get pregnant naturally. By joining the Fertility Mindset Mentorship, you'll gain access to a wealth of fertility resources, including 15 plus video modules that provide you with a step-by-step strategy for optimizing your fertility and finding peace along the way. You'll also get support and accountability in a community of like-minded Christian women who truly understand the unique challenges of this fertility journey. Just imagine having the tools and the knowledge to navigate your fertility with confidence, identify your most fertile days, and make sure Jesus is at the center of it all. The Fertility Mindset Mentorship has helped countless ladies transform their perspectives, find strength through uncertainty, and cultivate a deeper connection with the Lord. So if you're ready to feel supported in a community of like-minded women, then come join us at fertilitymindsetmentorship.com. See you inside. I know there are a lot of women who, first of all, have had miscarriages like myself. 1 in 8 women, that's the statistic, 1 in 8 women experience a miscarriage, right, during their fertility journey. Personally, I've had 2 miscarriages, a chemical as well as a blighted ovum that lasted 40 plus days in 2018. I had actually 3 successful pregnancies since then, and the first was with my rainbow baby, Ava. And, it's just been amazing what God has done, in this short amount of time. And I know that He can do the same for you. And I just wanted to make this episode to encourage women who are afraid of pregnancy after miscarriage, or who are just currently pregnant and have that fear of miscarriage in the back of their minds. Yes, because that will arise, right? The enemy will try to put those thoughts in our, minds, but thoughts happen. But we don't have to dwell in those thoughts. Those thoughts we can give over to God. And I know it's hard to control those thoughts, but controlling what happens after the thought, dictates how the thought will make you feel. We sometimes let the enemy get the best of us, but we have to cast the enemy out of our lives, out of our thoughts, specifically out of our minds, because it's the gateway to everything else. Once he has our mind, he starts to attack everything else, right? Once he has our mind, he starts to attack our bodies, right? He starts to attack our lives, and he just works his way down to our feet, and then we start walking with the enemy, and that's not what we need, especially when we are daughters of God, right? Jesus said, "Look at the birds. They don't plant or harvest or store food in barns, for your heavenly Father feeds them. Aren't you far more valuable to him than they are?" That's Matthew 6:26. They don't have to learn to depend on God. They just do, right? Birds don't have to learn how to depend on God. They just do without even knowing, without worries, without thought. And that's how we should live our lives as well, knowing that He will provide for us everything that we need, including, a sound mind in Him, right? Giving us a sound mind, not the spirit of fear, but power, love, and a sound mind. No need to worry, sis, because God, has already set in place for you and your future children a plan. He has a plan and a perfect will for our lives, all right? That's from Jeremiah 29:11. So we don't have to think about tomorrow because tomorrow isn't really thinking about us, right? We don't have to think about tomorrow, but we need to stay present in this time, right? Stay present in today, stay present in what God is continuing to do in your life right now, and live in what God has planned for you today. He has a plan for you tomorrow, but we don't need to worry about that. We don't need to worry about what God's plan is for tomorrow, right? Sometimes the word says that man orders their steps, or man makes a plan, but it's God who orders the steps, right? We can make a plan, but it's God who's going to tell us the next steps to take. It's God who's going to tell us those next steps, right? Where to move our foot, when to move our foot, right? What staircase to take, right? He has a plan. He has a plan for you tomorrow, but we don't need to worry about that. We don't need to worry about what's going to happen tomorrow. We need to stick with what's going to happen today. What is happening right now in your womb? What's happening right now in your life, right? Specifically, what, we can do today to better our lives and possibly contribute to bettering someone else's, right? To bettering someone else's. And during this pregnancy or this current pregnancy that you are having, don't think about what's going to happen tomorrow or what's going to happen next. What I learned, is to just put all of my trust in God because He has a plan. And however many days He has planned for this child, right, to live, that is how many days this child will live. And although my heart and soul longs for a healthy pregnancy and, praying and believing that the pregnancy that you're currently experiencing at the end of the day, that it's all in God's hands, right? It is all in God's hands. So a lot of times I get the question, when should I announce a pregnancy after loss? And really that is totally up to you and your husband. But I want to encourage you to make the decision out of faith and not out of fear, right? Having a faith over fear, mindset. It's simply a shift in mindset. Having faith over fear is simply a shift in mindset. So if you were to announce as soon as you found out, what would happen compared to announcing in the second trimester? Would your family support you less? Probably not, right? They would be excited for you. I'm actually really happy. I decided in my pregnancies to announce them early in the first trimester, because I didn't do so with with my first miscarriage, and I felt really alone during that time. I felt really alone. So there's no need to put the burden on yourself. Pregnancy is truly an exciting time to be cherished and shared, especially pregnancy after miscarriage. And you're going to need that support, sis. You're going to need that support. So here are tips to survive this pregnancy after loss, right? 1, switch to a faith over fear mindset. 2, read the Bible concerning faith and God's provision. 3, pray over your womb and your current pregnancy or your future pregnancy. 4, seek support from those around you. And 5, own today and walk in your purpose. I pray that this has been helpful for you, and I'll see you in the next episode. Oh my goodness, sis. I pray that today's episode was helpful. I pray that it was helpful for you. If it was, please leave a review to help this podcast reach other TTC women of faith, and tag me at coach.avi on Instagram so I can shout you out. I can't wait to help you balance your hormones and deepen your faith so that you can get pregnant without the overwhelm. Blessings and baby dust.